My name's Ashantin, welcome to my single player world. The first look at the 1.17 update for Vintage Story has just come out. This video shows me updating from 1.16 to 1.17 pre-1. Obviously not everything is in place yet, but this video has a look at what is already available to us, how it looks, and in some cases compares the differences. I hope you enjoy the video. Over here I have a very formal terracing system that I've been working on to make formal ornamental terraces, but part of that are my berry farms, and you can see that at the moment I've got the berries divided by type and they look very, very manicured. I understand they're going to go fluffy. They should be interesting to see. Will I end up with fluffy berry bushes? I have a lot of water lilies because I happen to love them. Will be very interested to see whether these water lilies flower or whether it will only be in new generated land that we get flowering water lilies. Also, I don't know whether my area here is deep enough, but I have seen that we may get our first fish. They will be salmon. We won't be able to interact with them, but I'm very much hoping that we get fish. One thing that is worrying me is that I've seen that if you have shadows turned low, there may be a problem with the FPS in the game. I don't know why this is, but if we look at my settings, my shadows are high quality, so I might be all right. Before I upgrade, I'm going to turn these right up to very high quality and hope for the best on this. I do have a lot of RAM, so I ought to be all right. So with this final view of my immaculate terraces, my green water lilies, and the way that the sun looks, let's see if we can upgrade. I'll see you on the other side. Right guys, here we go. Let's see what happens when we start up with 1.17, and we are in the pre-1 release, which is billed as unstable. Right, now normally I have to wait a few minutes here. Will we be able to play this? Will it install? The game was created with an older version of the game. To restore some of the blocks, a remapping and world reload is required. This process may apply remapping now. I've got a backup, by the way. Okay, apply now. Right, we're probably going to have to stop and start again, yeah. Here we go. Right. That actually opened up, wow, very quickly. Now, has anything changed? Oh my word. Oh God. Oh gosh. Right. Right, I am very, very excited. Let's start at the beginning. Does this now link to here? It does not, but this is a chiseled block and it always did link to there. Oh my goodness. Right, starting at the beginning. First of all, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, I'm thrilled. Thrilled. We have flowering water lilies. How lovely. What about my immaculately tiered terraces? They're fluffy. Do I mind? I don't. I rather like it. They still look good, actually. They may be fluffy, but they are fluffy in a regimented fashion. Let's have a look. Let's go inside because I can hear growling. And let's have a look at what is in my hand. Right. I now have this thing that takes up half my picture. This thing is very large. This is the black bronze Folks. It is an X. Wow. Do you remember what these looked like before, guys? And now look at them. They've got curved blades. But this takes up an awful lot of my screen. I'm finding that quite distracting. Okay. My boots are the same. They have not changed. That all looks pretty much the same. That looks much more 3D. Okay. So we've covered, water lilies and berry bushes have definitely changed. The fences to blocks they don't link here, but it's a difficult one because these are chiseled blocks. So we'll have to see on that one. Okay. Now let's have a look at our metal. This is supposed to be more blingy. I've seen that we might have a new graphic for our bars in that the metal may look a lot shinier. So I'm just doing this little recording so that we can compare it to see whether it does look a little bit shinier. I don't see the difference. That looks the same to me. Okay. Right. Armour. Now my armour. Oh my word. They say that armour was going to look... you could see the damage. That's the words I'm looking for. My goodness me. I look positively ragged. Look at that. I look awful. There's a very, very old song in England called Oh, What a Picture. And it says, what a night he spent, tights all torn and his rapier bent. And this is exactly how I feel. My tights are all torn and my rapier's bent. Oh my goodness me. Well, so far, so good. I mean, oh, wow. They said they'd improved the look of the reflections on the water. Stunning, guys. Stunning. And look at my flowering water lilies. That adds so much. Well, we've certainly... the most obvious things are all there. But what we need to do, I think, let's get to something else. This long blade is, I find, fairly distracting. Now, wood products. I want to take some fence, different sorts of fences, a gate, yeah, a set of steps, why not? I want a door. Let's get a door going. Right. And I want some... oh, have I got enough to make a trapdoor? I think this is how you make a trapdoor. I'm unconvinced it's correct, but let's try it. Yes, it is. I want trapdoors and I definitely want signs. Let's see if we can get some signs going. Right, now let's have a look. I've got water, I've got earth on me. I think that was everything I wanted to have a look at. Oh no. The one other thing I was curious about is path. I'm never sure whether path is a whole block or a part block. Right. Let's come up here and let's just dig ourselves. It's 1, 2, 3. That's fine. Now, if I put some water in there, control, hello. Oh, look at the reflections. Oh my gosh. Wow, that's a look. Have we time to do this before the sun goes down? Right, that's worked. Yeah, and that's not going anywhere. Now, if I put a trap door in here, that's right, and the water flows through it. Okay, that works. What about a door? The water flows through it. Yeah, because these aren't counted as solid blocks. Okay. Fence. Let's try this. These are the rough fences. Ah, look at that, guys. Fine. Other fence, normal posh fence. And it throws through there. This is really good. I don't know whether steps count as solid blocks. I don't think of them as solid blocks. They're not. So water will flow through steps. I'm getting much too much in here. Now the other one I'm not sure about are path blocks. So far all this is working. Yeah. Water does not regard these blocks as a solid block. That's interesting. Does that have implications for all the farms where we are hoping that it will act as a solid block? Fantastic. Oh, look at this, guys. How beautiful is that? Oh my word. I mean, it's a gorgeous game anyway, but wow. I am loving these water lilies. Right, let's try signs. Yeah, the water goes past. Excellent. Right, now I understand that we might be able to put some of these seeds into a display case. And these seeds look a little bit gorgeous to me. I don't know if they always were or whether they've changed. I don't think they've changed. Is this possible? Oh, guys, look at this. Oh, wow. Stand on our pot of flowers. Look at that. And the winged seed stands up. Gosh, that's fabulous. Look at that. So we can put one of each seed in a display case. I'm loving that. I'm absolutely loving it. Now, I understand that this may look a bit more blingy. Let's take off my moth-eaten armour and let me come out of there. It's not got jewels on. Does it shine No, it doesn't. That's fine. Let's press C again and put my terrible armor on. Oh my gosh. I look a wreck. Well, there you go. Oh, I do enjoy this sort of thing. I'm loving this update already. Absolutely loving it. We have a new block, which is cracked stone. Look at this. So what have I got most of? Limestone. So cracked limestone drops when broken. Oh, right. So this is something that will be in the new world gen. This is not something that can be made. This is something we will have to go to new generated land and find. That's absolutely fine as far as I'm concerned. Sounds fantastic. Let's close that. Let's have another look for bamboo. Oh my word, look at this. How do we make it? We don't yet, but we will be able to. Bamboo cone hat small, we can't make it. Do we find it? That's an interesting thought, isn't it? Right, so we can make those, but not yet by the look of it. Okay? Those look like a lot of fun. I know a lot of people do Japanese builds. I've got one featured in my best builds, and I know that Arkan's done an amazing Japanese house. And a whole Japanese build actually. So it looks as if these could be a lot of fun for people who are building in the Japanese style. Fabulous. I've just noticed that my tree texture has changed. This was always white or very pale. And now look at it, you can hardly distinguish that on a map. It was always something to look for, the sort of white crosses. But this is going to be very, very difficult to see. I don't know whether this is a change that's on purpose, but it certainly makes life, it's going to make life a lot more difficult. Well, let's see how we go on that one. Now the big thing I want to look at is whether I've got fish. I don't know whether they would spawn in the areas we've got at the moment. They should do, because I checked and it said that all creatures should spawn in the appropriate biomes that we already have. Obviously things like cracked rocks are going to be in World Gen. Now I don't know what the conditions for fish are. This may not be big enough. I see no fish. Right, let's have a look at a... Wow. You know what? Right. Let's come out of here. And let's look at my bigger lake. Maybe it may be something to do with the size of the lake. Let's go swimming and see whether we can find fish. That reminds me, we ought to be able to take these, and they shouldn't, they will in new land, I believe. Yeah, look, they'll go underwater. That's wonderful if you want ornamental ponds. That really does look fantastic. Do you know, being able to have shells underwater, it's a small thing, but these little things do make a difference. Now, is that deep enough? That still looks pretty shallow. This is ridiculous, swimming around looking for fish. But let's go and have a look. Oh, look at the water lilies. Now this is a much bigger pond and a deeper one. I don't know what the spawning conditions for fish are. We will find out. I'm not seeing fish. Let's come up here. It's pretty. Now let's look up here. I think I'm going to be generating one of these new sandstorms. Yes. Oh gosh. Wonderful. Straight into a pack of hyenas. But look at the effect, guys. Wow. And apparently the creatures are much more dangerous now. Yeah, this feels different. This actually feels as if there is sand in the air. Right, guys. Well, I'm safely back at home and we have got this new tool, which is a wrench created by smithing. Okay. Right, so it looks like we can already make this. Shall we have a go at this? So if we take some black coal, I am assuming that we can make it out of... Wow, guys. I've got waggly tools. Oh my word. Why are my tools waggling? They weren't waggling before the game crash. That's not looking good, is it? Let's come over here. Does that look any more blingy to you? Looks the same to me. But my tools are waggling. All right, we want to make a wrench. We don't want to make a huge number of wrenches. I'm just going to put copper in to start with. One of the things I don't want to do is if all this goes wrong and I have a game crash, I don't see any point in wasting something better. Right, you heat up. Now, in addition to that, we've got a new mechanism whereby if I put a block down, there we go. Well, that's just heating up. Can I sit on this? Oh, I forgot to press the other F5. Not like that. Okay. How do I sit down? G. No. If I come this way, can I sort of reverse into it? No. This is not working. Right. I've seen people sitting on a block, but how do you actually sit it? My gosh, look. My pots are waggling. Oh my word. Let's see if we can make a... Oh, that sorts it. Right. Okay. Right, you lot, you're making me feel seasick. And you. There we go. Sorted. That's better. They just have to be replaced. Wow, I've got a hammer, 110. Let's see if we can do this. Now I'm looking for a wrench, so we've got loads of recipes. Copper arrowheads, axes. Oh, that's what they look like now. Falx heads, shoots, cleavers. This looks as if it's doubled up. This looks... Oh, I can make a lightning rod. I'm looking for a wrench. Okay. Right, let's try this. Okay. I tend to dance around, guys. Don't worry about it. Okay. It looks to me as if the rest just comes out. Ooh. Carefully. Because we don't know what this... I'm beginning to see what this tool might look like. Right. There we go, look. Excellent, we have a wrench. Now we should be able to well, this is to enable us to turn things around. I've got some chiseled things in my basement. Let's see if that... No, that's not going to work. Wrenches do what? It can, yeah, they alter armor stand poses. Let's go and see if we can do that. I know it will move blocks round, but I'd like to try on something simple. So let's go and have a look at our armor stands. Oh, hello. Oh, wonderful. Oh, I think like that, don't you? That shield, the shield is not looking good. And you look seasick. Oh my word. Right, since I had that game crash, a lot of things look very, very unstable. Right, well, we know that the wrench definitely works on the armor stands. That's fantastic. Let's go and put this back. Or put it up. Looks nice, doesn't it? Wow, that's a big wrench. And I think we need to make a lightning rod. And again, I'm not sure. I can make it out of copper. So let's do that. Get some more fuel. My gosh. Right. Now, lightning rods. Lightning will hit anything that is within, or could hit any creature, I should say. Any creature within 8 blocks. Surely not. I mean, this, I'm going to have lightning rods everywhere. I don't mind, but that is a thing, right? It's all right. Let's just leave that for the time being, doing its own thing. That chest is not opening anymore. I think that game crash has quite severely affected me. Why are my chests not opening? The lids are not opening. Did they ever open? Am I imagining things? The chest lids actually opened. Gosh, the sooner we get this lightning conductor up, the better. Let's make one of these. Here we go. Right. Right, that's the lightning conductor. Ooh. Right. Okay. Let's just work out this pattern of stuff before we... Ooh, I see. Right, so that one needs to go there. That goes there. That's gone to the side. Let's pull a couple forwards. Okay. Looking good. So, more needed here. It's funny, isn't it? The first time you do these things, it takes you so long because you're just making sure that you've understood the pattern and what's needed. Now that looks... Do we really knock those out? Seems a little extreme. No, we do. Do we need any at the back more? No. Any at the sides? No. Okay. Let's knock these out just carefully. Wow. I wonder if they are a complete thing or whether you have to put them with something else, like a stand. I mean, just to... Can we just stick that on the ground? Right, what does it look like? Where is it? All right. So we've got the lightning rod. Does it just place on the ground? Oh, wow. Oh, what a stunning, stunning piece of kit. That is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm loving that. And that's not hard to make. So yes, we could cover our whole building in lightning rods. I wonder what's the best colour for them with this build. They look amazing. I'm loving those. Right. Okay. We have lightning rods. And a wrench. Okay. Right, well that's some of the new things we've got. Now the other thing I do want to try, though I'm not sure this is going to work. We take a spear. Can I rest it against the side of the building? Shift? No. Control? Maybe on the floor. Actually, that's not a complete block. That's not a good test. Right. There. No, shift. Right, control. Right. No. That's not exactly working. So let's try the help. Lean. It says clean bandage. I want to say lean tools. Yeah, I'm not sure that's ideal at the moment. Okay. Well, I have thoroughly enjoyed exploring some of the new features in 1.17, the pre-1 release. I'm not sure whether I've ever been through that many game crashes and rubber banded to the same place before. You can see the initial game crash in a different video. I've put it up already, so it should be E68. I hope you've enjoyed this preliminary look at some of the new features. Leave a like, subscribe, and I will be exploring the rest of these features. Bye bye.